Hey guys! Today we're going to be taking a look at the Active collection from Western Rise. And we featured a ton of different travel and kind of everyday focused clothing on the channel from Western Rise in the past. I'm actually wearing one of their merino polo shirts at this moment, and I've always been a big fan of the comfort and versatility that they've brought to that style of clothing. And after testing out the Active collection for the past month, I'm really excited to see that they've brought that same level of detail and durability to clothes that can work not only well for your day-to-day, but also when you're trying to get a little bit more active, maybe going for a run, taking these to the gym, or just going on a hike. And so the Active collection consists of their movement short, the Spectrum Jogger, the Session Tee, and they've also come out with a new pair of Merino Socks. And so far these have all been really great to use. They're very lightweight, comfortable, and durable, and they just have a lot of really interesting features that blend in very well with Western Rise's other lines. So I'm excited to share them with you guys, and I want to thank the company for sending the items for me to test out. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. Kicking things off with the Session Tee, I really like the aesthetic here. It's just a very simple t-shirt, very minimal. If you saw the video that I did for the Strong Core Merino Tee, this has a pretty similar aesthetic and fit, so it just feels like it's gonna match up well, you know, with any sort of exercise outfits that I'm wearing, and also just even for walking around the city. It just has a very simple look. And the really big difference with this shirt comes in with the material. So this is made out of a very lightweight Delta Peak micro mesh polyester. And so this is a very interesting fabric. It reminds me a little bit of a dry fit shirt. If you've used that type of shirt in the past, it's fairly similar, but one thing that I noticed about this right when I picked it up is that it's a lot more lightweight and it's just super thin. Now with that being said, it doesn't mean it's weak or like it feels like it's gonna tear or anything like that, but it's just super breathable. It barely feels like you're wearing any sort of a shirt, which has felt great for all the exercise that I've been doing in this shirt. And so in addition to just being very lightweight and breathable, this also offers 4-way stretch, so it really moves with you regardless of whatever activity you're doing. And then this also comes with a lot of the benefits that we saw with something like a merino shirt, where this is antimicrobial. It's gonna, battle odors pretty well. I've been able to wear it a few times without it smelling too badly. It dries very quickly. It's anti-UV, so it has a lot of really interesting properties to give it a lot of versatility while you're using this, particularly in the outdoors if you're taking this on a hike or anything like that. And then on top of that, because it's so lightweight, it's particularly nice if you need to take a few clothes with you for exercising while traveling. You can toss this into a suitcase. It's gonna hold up very well and not take up a lot of weight or space in the bag. So just really nice materials overall. And then sticking with the materials for a second, I really like that the logo here doesn't have any sort of a tag, so it's very comfortable to wear. And then you also have a really nice locker loop here near the neck so that you can hang this up, when you're at the gym, if you're showering or go to the beach or something. It's nice to kind of just be able to hang this up and not have to worry about draping it over a chair. And this feels nice and sturdy and it's elastic. And then at the bottom, you also have this kind of cut seams here to allow you to just move a little bit better with the shirt. Again, the aesthetic here very similar to the Strong Core Merino Tee. And it's just a very comfortable shirt to wear. As far as the fit, I ordered this in a medium, which is what I normally wear, so it's very true to size. And as far as the exercise shirts that I've tried out in the past, this definitely holds up against the best of them. Next up are the athletic merino socks. And socks aren't really something that I thought too much about in the past until I started to do more minimal travel. So I was always looking for ways to reduce the items that I had to carry with me. And merino socks seem like a great addition to a minimal travel kind of outfit. And so I love how the Western Rise merino socks look here. They have a very classic aesthetic. They have a nice logo at the top, and they're offered in both a white and a black color combination. And these are a little bit higher than what I would normally like to wear, so I like kind of more ankle length socks, but heading into the cold season, it might be nice to have this additional warmth. And overall, the socks have felt very comfortable. They have really good sizing instructions on Western Rise's site, so you can pick your size accordingly. I am about an 11.5, so I think I had to order the large. I'll have to double check that, but so far they fit very comfortably and they feel really durable. So these socks are made out of a blend of merino, nylon, and spandex, so they're just very easy to get on and off. They have a lot of stretch. And then at the bottom they have this cushioning here to provide some extra comfort, and then some mesh along the top to help with breathability. So just a really versatile sock. I've worn it for a long period of time and for rigorous exercise, and so far I haven't had really any complaints, and it really feels like a sock that's not going to develop any holes or stretch or lose their shape over time. And then One of the biggest benefits of these socks is the merino fabrics, and so we've talked a lot about merino for t-shirts in the past, but used in socks is also a really great material because it's going to wick a lot of moisture, and it also has odor resistant properties. So for someone like me whose feet tend to get a little bit more moist, that's really helpful to not have them build up as much odor throughout the day. And then they're also very easy to care for, so you can wash them out, they're going to dry quickly, and they're just going to be a really great addition that's going to be easy to toss into a bag and reduce the amount of items that you have to take with you. Up next is the movement short, which is a really versatile kind of all-purpose short. And I really like the overall aesthetic here. It's got a very minimal appearance. It doesn't look too much like a running pair of shorts or even like a bathing suit, so it feels like it's gonna match up well with a few different outfits, particularly with the session tee that we saw earlier in the video, but also with just any other sort of t-shirt or even some polo shirts if you wanna wear this for walking around town. And as far as the fit, this has been very comfortable to wear. I ordered this in a medium and it fits very nicely, very true to size. And one thing that I really like about these shorts is that they have a 7-inch inseam, so they're a little bit shorter than some of the other travel focused shorts that I've taken a look at. So that works particularly well for activities such as running, but they just look great being a little bit shorter, not quite at the knee length. And then they also have just a really nice elastic waistband that's going to give you some flexibility with the sizing, so that's a little bit nice so that you don't have to be as precise. And also in my case, as I've been at home during the pandemic, I haven't been as active, so I've gained a little bit of weight, and so it's nice to have that flexibility and have this kind of conform to your size. And then you also have this drawstring to help adjust the shorts so that they don't fall out while you're wearing them. And then moving into the materials, the shorts are made out of 100% polyester, but they felt really comfortable. They have a great amount of stretch, which is perfect for an active pair of shorts, so they've moved very well with me regardless of whatever activity I've been doing. So I've used these for running, for swimming, I've also used them for tennis, and they've just felt really great. And then the material also offers, a lot of moisture wicking and odor resistant properties. They're very quick drying, and then they also have a DWR coating that helps add some water and stain resistance. And so they've just been really great. Even when I jumped into the pool with them, they just dry off very quickly. And I love that I can kind of use them for any activity. And then they also have some bonded seams that really make it feel like no matter what you put these through, they're gonna hold up well. And then they also have a gusseted crotch to help give you that extra range of motion. So just a really solid build quality all throughout, and very, very comfortable as I've used it over the past month. And then adding to the versatility of the shorts, you also have some really nice pocketing. So on the front, you just have two simple pockets that offer a nice amount of space so you can toss in your phone or anything else that you like to carry with you. And then on the left-hand side, you have this hidden zippered pocket, which is going to be a really great area to store anything that's a little bit more sensitive. So you can see that the zipper is very hard to make out there. And so this has a nice kind of zipper pull here to make it very easy to open when you want to get to it. And then this also has a decent amount of space, so it may be a great spot to toss in something like your wallet, some extra cash, or maybe even a pair of AirPods or something like that. And then moving on to the back, you have an additional zippered pocket that may be a great spot to toss in something like your wallet. So here you have this kind of flap that goes over the zipper to help give it that extra bit of protection. And you have these locking style YKK zipper here, so you can't really open it as easily until you lift it up. And then there's a nice amount of space here. It goes a good depth, so if you have a larger wallet or if you like to toss in your phone into your back pocket, it's going to be able to fit in there comfortably. So just a really nice simple layout for the pocketing on these shorts, and just a great aesthetic overall that is going to make it very easy to use, not just for exercise but for walking around during the day on your trips. And then the last item that we're going to be taking a look at is the Spectrum Jogger, which we actually featured in our work from home essentials recently, and I've really enjoyed testing these out. They have a great aesthetic. This is a jogger pant, so it does have a little bit more of an athletic flair, but it's very minimal and sleek looking, so much so that it could almost look like a chino if you don't look at it too up close. So it just gives it a little bit more versatility for wearing for other activities besides exercise. It's really great for lounging around the house, for walking around town, and then if you do want to use this for exercise, it's also going to work well in that case. And so this also comes in a few different colors. This is the gray version that you see here, so it's a pretty light gray. They almost look like baseball pants to me, but so far this is matched up well with some of the other merino shirts from Western Rise that I have. And as far as the fit, this is a medium, again, very true to size, similar to the other items that I've mentioned throughout this video. And I like that this has a little bit more of a tailored fit, so it's kind of slim looking. It doesn't really feel as baggy as a lot of the other joggers that I've tried out in the past, which I really like, as it just has a more kind of sophisticated aesthetic. And then the inseam on these is about 31, which is nice that they're a little bit shorter than some of the other pants that I've tried out from Western Rise, so they look great right out of the box. And then you can roll them up if you prefer to have a different aesthetic with the shorts. And then moving into the materials and pockets, there's a lot of overlap here with what we just saw with the movement shorts. So it has the same polyester material that feels really comfortable and lightweight. It also has a great four-way stretch that's going to allow these to move very well with you regardless of whatever activity you're using them for. One thing about this material is that it's not super warm, which is great considering these are exercise pants, but if you live in a colder climate, that's something that you'll want to keep in mind. And then the material also has moisture wicking and odor resistant properties, and then it also has that same DWR coating to help add some water and stain resistance. So just a really solidly built pant. It definitely feels like these are going to hold up very well, particularly when you put them to use for rigorous exercise. And then on the pockets, very similar to what we saw earlier. You know, they have the two front pockets here that have plenty of space, and then you also have that hidden pocket on the left side. Same kind of zipper here that's hard to make out, so it's not immediately obvious if you want to store something a little bit more sensitive in here, such as your wallet or some cash. And then you also have a nice zippered pocket on the back with that same kind of flap covering and locking YKK zipper so that you can toss in your wallet or your phone. So really love the versatility of these pants along with the movement shorts. Even though they're meant to be a little bit more exercise focused, they really work well for all sorts of purposes and are going to be a great addition to your everyday or travel wardrobe. And so to wrap up, it's been a really great experience testing out the Western Rise Active Collection over the past month. Each of the items in the collection feels very well made, they look great, they're very comfortable to wear, and they also offer a ton of versatility that makes them great for any activity. And so you can currently purchase these on Western Rise's site, starting at about $20 for the pair of Merino Socks and going all the way to $130 for the Spectrum Jogger. Then you can also pick up the movement shorts at about $90 and the session tee at about $70. So these items are definitely a bit of an investment, but considering the build quality and versatility that they offer, if you're somebody who's looking for durable clothing and just trying to reduce the items that you have in your closet, then these may be worth the additional cost. And so if you like this style of item, I also recommend you check out some of the in-depth videos that we've done for other items from Western Rise, such as their AT Slim Pant and the Airlight button-down shirt, and also some of the roundup videos that I've done on my favorite travel shirts and travel pants. And if there are any similar items that you think I should feature on the channel, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I want to thank the company again for sending the collection for me to test out. And if you found this video helpful, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.